So there's then a fundamental change in the average person's paradigm in terms of personal safety.
Yeah, it's, since 2020, of course. So I'm getting a lot of requests for like personal training, families, church members, that kind of thing. So there's no doubt. The thing is, though, they have to also focus on other things like first aid, driving, stuff like that, and just being switched on, man. Not getting stuck in 45-degree syndrome. Because there's a lot of people that we are talking to who are on gun people.
Right.
Stay switched on. Carry a flashlight with you wherever you go, that kind of thing. You don't need to have a gun or a knife, but
Well, and we also know that guns don't solve every problem, and some of them are coming into realization, because you'll get some of them where it's like, well, if I pull my gun and point it, I'm like, wait a minute, the guy's unarmed right now and you're pulling your gun out and pointing at him because you don't want to get your ass whipped. It sounds like you need to go to combatives class, and go learn how to fight, because when you pull the gun on him, then the guy who was going to fight you ends up pulling a firearm, and then it's like now the waters are so muddied. So it's for a lot of people, they're having to think about this stuff for the first time, and it is kind of overwhelming. I mean, if you think about it, when we look back in our years of like how long we've been doing this, and how many little things we've done along the way, and the focus on mindset, and how the mindset's even more important than, just like you said, any of the gun or any of the these are just tools at the end of the day. That's all they are. So
cool tools.
Well, I mean, that leads into that. I guess the driving thesis behind all of this is the teaching, bringing people out to either one of your courses is just the door of entry to a whole worldview, a whole new philosophy of life.
and thinking.
Yeah, because we weren't thinking like in a predator-rich environment where now, like when I see on Instagram, like everybody does, all of these videos of somebody getting jacked at an ATM, jacked at a gas station, robbed in the street, stabbed, broken in follow home robberies, all this kind of stuff.
Punched in the jaw, getting knocked out because they were blindsided.
You could almost say that 9 out of 10 of those is dealt with by situational awareness alone.
Could have been avoided.
Yep, could have been avoided. Best way to get out of a bad situation, don't get there in the first place.
Exactly.
So it's more than now just the instruction in terms of the tools. Obviously, people want to use those because they've isolated it down to that tool. They think that tool is the king.
Well, I think you're right, and if I do this, then everything's going to be okay because this is a big boomstick.
Right.
And then we're going to find out, unfortunately, that's not the case. You had brought up predators, right? So I live up in the mountains, so we got cats up there, we got wolves. Those things stalk you. Right, you might run across a moose, but a moose doesn't stalk you, right? If it's there, you might charge you, whatever the case is. But we're talking about animals in the wilderness. When I go out there, I'll walk for a little bit, stop, turn around, look behind me, and just kind of check my surroundings, walk a little bit more. And I keep doing that because I know that there are things out here that are hunting me. And then when we remove the wilderness and we throw in a Walmart parking lot, I get the same problem. It's just slightly different, and it's human beings is all.
How many times have I said that? I talk about that in the Sentinel course. I say, predator, wild, just like predator, human. They need to take down easy prey. They need to take down prey that doesn't see them coming. Because a predator in the wild needs element of surprise or very weak prey. Same as human. They need element of surprise. So you need to take the element of surprise from them. Once element of surprise is gone, you have relinquished them of the ability to attack, or at least attack effectively.